So, good afternoon. Watford were a very busy club last night, making two signings. So, Watford signed Ben Foster back all the way back in 2005 on loan, and he spent 2 successful years with the Hornets. It was then he went back to Manchester United and spent several seasons at the club. So he had 2 very successful seasons there, one of which gained promotion to the Premier League, and the following season they actually finished bottom. So this is what one of the signings was. So he started off at Stoke before moving to Manchester United, had several loans at Watford, moved to Birmingham and then West Brom, and now he is back at Watford. He is a very good signing. He's a very good signing. There's really not really much else to say. He is 35, so he's on the older spectrum now, but he is still a very good signing. The second signing the club made was a lad called Ken Sema, who is Swedish and has been playing at Östersunds under Graham Potter. He has played 3 years in the Allsvenskan League, being very successful, and he's also made several caps for Sweden. He was a part of he was a part of the team that was in the Europa League. He scored actually against Arsenal in the 2-1 win, a very good finish, and he has joined the club. He is a monster. He looks absolutely massive. He's not the tallest. He's just under 6 foot, but he's a real big beast of a bloke. He has made nearly 100 appearances in Sweden, and now he has joined the club. So yeah, they've been a very busy club over the transfers. Now that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 signings, which is absolutely incredible. Adam Masina is another one that they brought in. I can't actually remember them announcing that, so apologies for not covering that. But he came from Bologna, and he spent 5 years at Bologna. Very successful 5 years. He won Serie B Player of the Year before moving into the Serie A, and has been very successful. He has played 6 times for Italy under 21s. So that went through a few days ago. I'm not sure why I didn't see that, and I apologise for not covering it. But once again, he is a very successful player, and 6 signings is an awful lot of signings. So they signed Delafeu, Navarro, Ben Wilmot, Masina, Foster and Sema. That is really interesting that they have made so many signings under Javi Gracia. They looked quite poor at the back end of last season under Javi Gracia, and he's really trying to change things up, which is really interesting. Now I'm wondering, obviously I'm not a Watford fan. I live really far away from Watford. The only connection I have with Watford is my club signed a couple of players on loan from Watford a few years ago, and they were both very successful. When I say a few years ago, it's actually 10 years ago, so a very long time ago. But I'm wondering, is Sema a replacement for Decore? Now Decore has been exceptional since he signed for the club. He has been very good, which is slightly concerning for the Hornets, because he's so good. I'm sure everyone else has noticed. He is 25. He's been there since 2016 and has been a key member of the club during those years. He scored 7 times in the Premier League last season, an absolutely monster in defence. He's been capped under 17, 18, 19, 20 and 21 level for France. So I'm wondering, if that's the case. He's been very good. He won Player of the Season, and I'm wondering if that is the case. Will he be leaving? I don't know. He's a very good player. and I'm sure lots of clubs would be interested. But if there's no one interested and nobody wants him, I'm sure they want a decent 20 to 30 million for him. So that's a lot of money. But they have made some really, really good signings, not just this season, but if we look at the signings they made last season. So the one I was going to use was Richarlison, who came from out of nowhere to really, really show his great size during the first few months of the season. He was absolutely exceptional. The season before, Decore came in, so they have very, very good success of one every year who's a very, very good quality player. So 6 signings is an awful lot of signings. It'll be interesting to see how they all integrate. But he's, to be fair to Javi Gracia, he is using his knowledge of other leagues, other European leagues, to get some very, very good players. So he has signed players from La Liga. He has signed a player from Sweden, from Serie A. So he's signing players from obviously a mix of places. Obviously, I think that there is some sort of director of football role going on, but it's really interesting to see just what kind of players they are signing. So that is my review on those 3 signings. Tell me your thoughts down below. If you're a Watford fan, what do you think of these signings? Are you concerned that Decore is about to leave the club? If there's interest, tell me down below. Or do you think that there's no worry of him going? Tell me your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Mike, and I will see you soon.